Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Gamehater, the show where we play our dubious purchases and decide how much we hate them. I'm Steve from Gamehiker, Aaron's with me.
Good evening, everyone.
And the game of the night is Curses and Chaos.
So, is this going to be anything like Ghosts and Goblins?
You must assume so, right? I mean, no one else puts the superfluous apostrophe on. It's actually missing an apostrophe, looking closer, because the word "and" consists of 3 letters. They've chopped off the A and properly accounted for it with an apostrophe, and then just knocked off the D without any kind of compensation.
At this point, they're just like assuming that the D doesn't even matter anymore.
I'd be offended. Unless it's actually Curses in Chaos, or Curses and Chaos, or Curses on Chaos.
Curses inside of Chaos.
Yes. Fight, shop, equip, mix, or talk. Well, clearly I want to fight.
Well, it's nice that we got a little cute witch girl here to talk us through what's going on, assuming we do decide to talk to her.
Which we won't. Looks like there's couch co-op. No. We did it on this co-op.
Oh, is this online co-op?
Seems to be.
Oh, man, I'm missing out.
Yeah, that's what happens when we don't research any game before we play it. Oh no, they want me to do combos.
This is actually a game that I own, so maybe I'll let you play a little bit of it more while I install it and see if I can jump in.
Let's do that. So I seem to be stuck on this screen. If this screen is the whole game, I'm going to be most displeased. What is happening?
Why would you want anything more than this screen?
Right. I want games that have any kind of progression or complexity.
Complexity is far too overrated.
Okay, so I have an item button. These items seem to be one use. I have cleared a wave.
So is that all it's going to be, is like just being stuck in one screen fighting enemies? Because I know that we've talked about how that's our favorite form of gameplay, but...
Right, making a whole game out of that is... It's like they want us to hate it.
Well, I mean, there comes a certain point where, you just can't be bothered to,
Right.
make extra screens and kind of scrolling whatsoever.
Yeah, level design is for chumps. And we ain't no chumps.
So I'm in this game right now as well, and I can't even figure out how to get a full screen, so that's quite a problem.
The menu's a little confusing. Alright, I just got the Mario 3 hammer.
Nice.
And I immediately squandered it. Would have been great against these birds I'm fighting. So, I have to give it props, the soundtrack is pretty bitchin'.
Yeah, this is a pretty good soundtrack. I'm digging it myself.
But if this is seriously just all the game is, a endless wave of enemies, and I guess we're just looking at a survival kind of gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, that's sort of how like a lot of old arcade games were. You think about games like the original Mario Brothers or Joust and games like that, and you're stuck on one screen. They just weren't as pretty as looking as this game is.
That's true. This is about 10% more attractive than an Atari game. Wow. Let's go with 20%.
Oh, that's generous.
The background's really nice.
It is nice.
But yeah, I mean, this is pretty boring.
Yeah, I'm over here playing it myself, sort of defeating the whole purpose of Gamehater.
It's a Gamehater first.
Well. Yeah, but it's not very inspired. I mean, it's kind of I don't have a whole lot going for it.
Right.
You get some pretty decent power ups. Get like the throwing star and the crossbow.
Yeah. Yes,
And
I
for
was
some reason
played
you
a
have
bear
meat.
trap.
I don't know what the meat does. I think it heals you.
It's gotta be a heal. Alright, well I just died. Oh no, it put me back in the game. What cruelty is
man.
this?
Has it
Oh, that
no
was
consideration
free.
for you whatsoever? Okay, so there is a little bit of strategy there. Like, I noticed like when you get like your little upgrades, if you go for like the flying enemies, they give you better stuff,
Oh, okay.
or so it seems.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see what the coins are for too. I imagine maybe there's a permanent upgrade or a battle preparation you can do. That's common in
Yeah.
games like this.
Maybe even more characters unlock.
Could be. Yeah. The meat did not seem to heal me.
Well, when you pick up the meat, I think you have to use it like you're using an item.
Yeah, I did. And I just kind of held the meat above my head and nothing good happens. Alright, I'm going to take a fall here pretty soon. So I do want to get into the multiplayer. Please
Right.
don't stop bringing me back.
Yeah, I feel like with this game, we're gonna have like so little to talk about with
Oh yeah,
how
there's only
simplistic it is to even do anything without multiplayer.
one screen of gameplay.
Which is a shame because like the gameplay itself is fairly tight and
Yeah, it's just without strong level design, there's not much reason to care.
without level design at all.
Oh, right. Yeah, I mean, this isn't even Final Destination. It's just a room. I've got this little blob thing following me around. So I'm not a fan of that.
Talking about these ghosts.
Oh, there's a beetle underground that was tracking me. I couldn't do anything about it until I held still long enough for it to unleash its fury upon me.
Have you noticed how when you use some of the items, like you'll throw it in the air and it just gets picked up by the birds?
Dick birds. I actually hadn't noticed that. Come
It's a little bit
take some
irritating.
damage. I'm playing poorly on purpose, by the way, because I want to get you in.
We could just call it quits. Oh,
Ooh,
you go to a boss.
Yeah, I gotta fight this guy. Oh, come on, owl. Yeah, so I just saw what you were talking about. Alright. I am still in the game.
There's no dying.
There's no dying and it doesn't end. Alright, come on, Crow. Take me down.
Well, actually, you do have a life counter at the bottom there, so you have no lives left.
Yeah.
I reminded them of another game where you play on one screen that is also infinitely superior, but it's an indie game, and that is Towerfall.
You know, I haven't played that one.
Oh, it's a very good game. It's one I would love for it to be able to do, but it's unfortunately not available on co-op for online.
Oh, it's couch co-op only.
Yeah. All right, so I backed out of my game, so...
Okay, I got stuck talking to this girl. Okay, shop, buy. I can buy meat. So it looks like you can just equip yourself ahead of time. Is that true? May as well try to buy something.
All right, I'm sending you an invite to play.
Okay. I bought a hammer, and that may not be relevant. Okay.
It is never a bad thing to have a hammer.
Oh, that went well.
Yeah, pretty straightforward.
Oh,
All right,
man.
so I'm the little shirtless guy with a helmet on.
My kind of dude.
Oh, he stole my meat.
This is lagging like crazy. Are you getting that too?
Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of lag. I see you sort of like shuddering.
Yeah. It might just be because I'm also streaming. Okay,
Yeah.
so that owl's not a bad guy. If you press B, the owl will take the item you're holding.
Well, actually, you know what? You don't actually need to keep streaming because I can see everything now.
Turn off Skype, you mean?
Yeah.
Boom.
I will do my best to try to protect you.
Thank you. Yeah, so the owl seems to take an item and put it in reserve, Super Mario World style.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
And I should be able to grab it back with B. And I did. Oh, orc with the spear. And a long time ago, we tried to focus on co-op games somewhat, and that sort of fell apart.
Yeah, there was
nice.
a time when we were all about those co-op games.
Co-op games are a good time, though.
It does seem that we are sharing the same lives, though.
Well, I am a drain on your lives this round.
And to think, you actually had like a whole 1 minute more experience than I did.
I know. So you have 2 lives visible in your corner?
Yes.
Well, that lines up. Yeah, hammered.
Yeah, so the meat, as soon as you get it, if you just go ahead and, use it, then you should get your life restored.
Yeah. Yep, no reason to hang on to meat if you don't have full health. I hate the way these items just kind of juggle around you. It's like Symphony of the Night, but more annoying.
Yes, exactly.
I'm seriously shocked that this is it. This is the whole game.
Well, no, there's more. You get to bosses, then you get to unlock another background to fight on. With slightly different enemies, I'm assuming.
That's something to live for. I think the boss was on wave 6 for me.
What wave are we on now? 4?
I've lost track.
Not seeing as much lag now, so must have been Skype.
Yeah. These skeletons are tough. They have so much health.
Punch them together.
Oh, wasted my hammer. I'm finding the hitboxes are a little weird with the birds in particular.
It's even kind of weird with everything.
Yeah.
Wave 5. I'm not sure what that red started for me, but
It might be a shield. I'm not fully confident. Oh man, I've been hogging all the gold. The gold is not shared. I regret nothing.
oh no, I'm dead. All right, we have no extra lives now.
Man, this bear trap in the middle of the screen may not have been the best placement.
Yeah. All right, this is the boss now, right?
Yeah. So
Or
these
not.
beetles, if you stand still, they will emerge. Otherwise, they seem to just track you from underground.
I mean, as an arcade, just kind of beating them up it's not bad or anything. I guess it's just kind of disappointing there's not more to it.
I'm gonna go with bad.
Fair enough.
I mean, the hitboxes aren't that great. The interface is confusing, especially with the items.
Man, dude, you get all the meat. There we go.
Take some.
All right, now it's boss time.
Yeah, I thought I thought it was 6 to head the boss. No. I've lost all confidence.
There's you some meat.
Ooh, I need that. Oh, it didn't get there
Let it
fast
go to
enough.
waste.
I was
Don't
afraid
you
of
know
my own
meat
bomb.
Bad.
Yeah, punch that skull.
Oh yeah, I showed that skull who's boss. I felt like you got to the boss far quicker than this. What did
Yeah, I
Apple
don't remember those skull guys at all. I wonder if he was actually like an item or something that I didn't comprehend. Or maybe there's some conditions for fighting him that we didn't meet this time.
I kind of love the groovy walk that the skeletons do.
Have to watch. It is pretty sweet. Yeah, I'm on board. Yeah, aspects of this game are good. Presentation, I'm willing to compliment the presentation. Yeah.
I think it would if they're just bored to it than just fighting. I mean, I'd be all like on board on it.
Yeah. If this was like a Castlevania style game, that would be just fine. But instead it seems to be an arena brawler.
An unending arena brawler, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there is a max level, or if it just loops until you die. You need a kill screen, maybe.
Well, no, like you actually had a boss.
I did, and I don't know what happened to him. We'll have to replay the footage, study it.
Learn from it. Would be nice if it gave us some lives while we're doing this.
It would. I would love lives.
I need that meat.
I'll send it to the owl.
How do I get it now?
Push B.
There we go.
Yeah, I don't know if you are having the same problem, but when the owl drops stuff, the animation's all off. The thing appears, and then the owl flies and drops it off. In that order.
I guess the skeleton guys used to learn not to let them come to you, like run away from them,
Yeah,
or you get stuck up damage.
right. Yeah, so they don't care. They'll just keep walking at you. Oh, we might not make it. There's a lot of dudes. Oh, we did it.
Oh, great. Now we got a boss battle. We have no health.
So who was that thing I fought? I'm so
I think it's him.
confused. Must have been. It's a Poe.
It's the Popos coming to get us. Oh, good. So we can get stuff from them.
Well, I'm glad I was able to freeze time against a boss. What a incredibly useful sub-weapon to have dropped that moment.
Did they even do anything to him?
He seemed pretty indifferent. Oh, I'm down.
And
You're
so
down,
am I. Damn! Murdered.
Well, we've got to see what the second world's like.
We can't get to it unless we beat it. So I guess we gotta go in there again.
So that was like 40 waves. Was that the right number?
It was 10 waves.
Okay.
I guess felt like 40.
Yeah. We have a double jump.
Oh. That could help us get to, hard to reach places.
Yeah. Like those platforms that we're always trying to get to.
Yeah. I wonder if the later levels might actually have platforms to make it a little more interesting.
I would hope so. And it can't just be different backgrounds and enemy sets. That would be such a waste. There.
Apparently we can only keep one owl, though. Doesn't look like we should be able to have an owl for each one of us.
Yeah, why don't we have more owls? Insufficient owls. Knocking 1 point off the score.
So that would put it down to -1 then?
I think so. Right, because our only valid scores are 1 and 0.
Right. This is a very binary channel.
Well, I mean, that's where you run into problems with game reviews, is all the nuance. Like, a 7.6 out of 10? It's not even a real rating. I want to see the rubric on that 7.6.
Usually they get the rubric and it's like, this was not made by a major publisher.
Yeah. Knock off points for being a sequel or a remake. I always love that with games where you have this amazing revolutionary game. The sequel comes out, the sequel is slightly better, but keeps most of it intact. And it gets knocked down like 2 or 3 points for being a complete ripoff of the first game.
Yeah, like, oh, now it's stale.
Right. So yeah, I
Whereas,
love Breath of the Wild. 10 out of 10, but man, Breath of the Wild 2? What
yeah,
a
they're
piece
probably
of
like in Breath of
garbage.
the Wild reviews. They're like, man, I can't wait to see another game just like this. And they make that game, they're like, oh, it's terrible. They made the same game again.
Why did I ask for this?
Yeah, we are being much more competent this time.
Not that time.
Well, it's not so much as, using the abilities right, just, not dying.
Yeah.
Keeping our health up.
Survival's key to this kind of game. Playing on the defense, being cautious. And here come the Skullmans, slowly shuffling towards us.
Hey, come over here. He did not care about that trap.
No, completely unimpressed. Nice.
Why, thank you. I didn't want to blow it.
Well, I'm sorry to say, you blew it in the most delightful way. Well, maybe not the most delightful way.
Oh no, he turned around on me. I didn't expect it.
No one ever expects the turning around technique of skeleton walking.
Yeah. It's like you went to the Goomba school.
I'm a little disappointed they're not Pac-Manning their way over across the screen.
Yeah, I know. You would sort of expect that in the way this is set up.
Yeah, one-screen gameplay. That hammer is so underwhelming when it hits.
Yeah.
It's a shame.
I don't know why I sent that to the L, but...
I'll send it to the skeleton. Or you can go back to the owl, that's cool too. So there's that guy.
That's what...
Oh, it was when you run out of time? I bet he attacks you when you run out of time.
Oh, that makes sense.
He's there to enforce the time limit.
He's like, you have to kill all my guys before this time.
Or I'm coming for you. Someone's gonna die here. No.
Got our first life.
First life.
Okay, I need some health. I'm about to lose my own life.
Oh, there's some health for you. To the owl with you health.
Oh no, I lost it. Where'd the health go? I
Yeah, what happened
died.
to their health?
I was looking for the health so badly, and then I didn't get it.
Man, this item juggling really needs to be improved.
Yeah. Okay, we got the owl with a piece of food, so we'll hold on to that until we need it.
Yeah, that's a good thing to have in reserve. One thing I'm having trouble with is identifying all the items accurately. Like there's a ballista that looks a lot like the arrow shower.
Right. That arrow shower is pretty powerful.
If you can make it hit. Yeah, these crows. Very irritating to deal with. Alright, so we've got meat in reserve for when we need it. You know, I don't think it's fair that we're being held responsible for the spawn rate of our enemies.
Yeah, I know. Like, we didn't decide when they're going to show up.
Right. If you want us to fight you in a time limit, just send them our way. Make us stand around waiting for you guys to spawn. Oh, what did I just do? I took a hit while accidentally using an item to heal myself.
Well, that's just rude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's meat for me. It seems like sometimes you fire off an item and it just doesn't work. Or maybe I accidentally picked up another item.
I think you actually had to be scrolling at the same time you use the item. If you just use it while static, it doesn't. It just seems to be dropped.
Huh. How would that be?
Use that apple.
Yeah.
You need it.
Thank you. And that meat.
I used a lucky charm, I think.
All right.
Maybe?
So now you're all lucky.
I hope so.
Oh no, beetle. Beetle, why?
More? Where's more?
Yeah.
There he is.
These skulls need to stop hanging out in their dressing rooms and join the show.
Whoops, I didn't want to do that.
I'll send it back. Oh, well, now I can actually use it to its full potential. So can you. That was satisfying watching the frog land on. Alright, I just put some meat in reserve for you.
Oh yeah, we'll grab it.
Oh, death's coming at us. Real good when we've got a beetle to deal with.
There we go, got him.
I'm not sure
Alright,
how
we got-
much health I had. I don't know if death is a one shot against us or not. I might have just been
Well, we
so
have
low on
no
health.
extra lives now, so.
Yeah. I think we're in better shape than we were.
Oh, for sure. We were like almost dead last time we ran into him. Wish he had a health bar.
Yeah, I was just having the same thought. What kind of boss doesn't advertise how dead he is? Oh, okay, that adds time to the clock. That's what the clock does.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So, yeah, getting those is a good thing. Alright.
We beat him?
We did it.
We did it! We did it!
We beat the
I
game.
survived!
Onward to background number 2. Yeah, I was worried for you.
Wow, I had never seen a ghost that big before. Even Oliver was scared. You guys are tough. Good skeletons.
I like how
guys.
those are our options. We can just be like, okay.
You're punching the heck out of those skeletons. Okay, we know. Cursed though you may be, the path to redemption lies through the mouth of chaos. Fight on. Keep the chain going, guys.
She's just gonna
like, give you better
keep talking
drops.
until we hit back. That's what she does. All right. Well, we may as well look at level 2.
All right. Oh, we got the forest, and we know we got Bellwood. Whoa! Look at this background.
Wow, man! Look how the frogs are camouflaged.
Same enemies we fought before.
Surely there's going to be something different.
I was really hoping for platforms.
I know. Platforms would be so very welcome. At least let me hit the bells.
Yeah, all right.
Hey,
oh, whoa!
new enemy.
Wolves.
They drop gourmet meat.
Well, of course they go drop that. I mean, they're wolves. Whoa! What's this? I feel like it was probably good.
I don't know. It's causing all sorts of lag on my end. Oh, that was a waste.
These wolves are hard not to take damage on.
Yeah, they're fast.
Have an item.
So I think this is the arrow shower. I could be wrong.
Looks like it to me.
Damn. Yep, it sure was. I keep forgetting I have a double jump. And it keeps forgetting to be a useful double jump. Can't quite reach those crows. I'm gonna let him hit me.
Well, that's crow.
Yep, he is a one-hit KO. For future reference.
That is just cruel.
It's punishing. Oh no, bears. Now we're screwed. Up next, skeleton bears.
Man, they are damaged sponges.
Yeah, jeez. Why are you so slow? How is a game this basic running so slow?
Yeah, you would expect a lot more from a game with this so little going on.
Right. Could it be programmed that poorly?
So I wonder if, like all these coins we're collecting, we are supposed to go actually spend them on upgrades and stuff like that. So later levels are more manageable.
Could be. It looked like you were just buying a starting item, but it wasn't really clear to me. Finally. I almost died just trying to kill that crow.
They are deceptively hard to kill sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard to hit.
Wave 5.
So many waves. Oh, Link's Adventure Spider time.
Adventures of Link Spider time.
Thank you.
I'm not sure what the leaves do for us.
Yeah, I'm not clear on that either. Oh, is the hammer reusable?
It seems like it gets 2 uses.
Okay. That potion I think is a little better than the meat. Oh no. Now I've blown it. Everything's going to help because I just had to go try and swap items around.
We're doing surprisingly well for this level.
Yeah.
About the fact we have to deal with bears and wolves.
And beetles and spiders. Oh no. I just got piled on.
You're okay.
Yeah, the items are getting a little more exciting now that enemies are getting tougher. Oh, Ghost, why did you have to move up ever so slightly? Oh man, I'm really low on health. Both of us are.
A witch?
She's not a friendly witch like the menu girl.
Yeah, I had a feeling she wasn't on our side.
She's got friends. Here, take this potion. You need it more.
I think you grabbed it out of the air.
Yeah, okay. Now you can maybe take it.
Oh, that is a excellent healing.
Man, why is it so? This is enraging me. Now that the action is getting tougher, my inability to keep up
it's
with what's
just not
going on.
working very well. It might be because I'm the one hosting the game too. That probably would have had you host it for the purpose of the stream.
Yeah, I wonder if that would be better or worse. It's less processing power on my end.
Oh, I'm out. I'm dead.
Am I sitting here waiting for an enemy to spawn while this jerk is?
Are you even able to attack?
I've got nothing to fight. Oh, attack him? That seems a little.
No, there's 2 frogs.
Where?
Oh, they're not even showing on your screen. They're showing on my screen, but not yours.
Not cool.
Uh,
But I'm glad you told me.
That's terrible. It's like you could actually see the enemies; they weren't showing on your screen.
Right.
It like makes me wonder how many other enemies you couldn't see either.
Seriously. Come on, guys. You only had to make one screen. Can't even show all the enemies on that one screen.
I still don't understand what the purpose of that 4-leaf clover is.
Yeah, I'm not getting it.
Your survival skills are quite admirable.
Yeah, well, don't speak too soon. I only got a few seconds left. Can I do it? Barely.
Yeah, and you did it.
Nice. So that was wave. Oh man. You almost need to be in co-op, unless the spawn rates are currently balanced for co-op. I'm just in a bad spot
you're
because
still
you're
stuck
gone.
with only 3 lives, so if anything, being co-op gives you 1 extra life to work with.
Right. I should not be paying attention to coins right now, but I totally am.
It's hard to not, want to go for the money. It's
get those
there.
drops.
It's enticing.
Yeah, if I ever tried to speedrun, I would have to retrain myself so hard. Alright, well, let's take a look at the menus again.
Yeah, look at the menus and then we'll give our commentary.
Yeah. Equip. I have a meat in reserve, so if I shop, say I buy a cannon, and then I go to equip, I have a cannon now. Yeah, so it looks like I can just start the game with an item. And I can put something in reserve.
So
is that real? That's a lot of wasted potential.
I mean, you can basically come in with 2 weapons because you can put one on Leo and one or Leah, I guess.
Yeah.
And one on Ellie.
Right.
Although apparently you can mix things together somehow.
Is that so?
So let's see, if I buy an apple and I buy a meat, and then I go to mix.
If I mix a hammer and a bomb, I get a purple poo.
Yeah, and if I mix an apple and a meat, I got a potion. Which I can put on Ellie instead.
Purple poo is junk. Well, this is kind of interesting. Can't afford the ballista, because I am really bad with money. So if I do a bomb, and so there's more items to pick up. That's all well and good.
I used up all my money. I just don't feel like with the way drops are so generous at the beginning of the level, if it's really that useful having it, for the end. Or for going into a battle.
Yeah, right. What do? You clear the first wave super easy. Yeah, I don't get the appeal of doing this.
Only if maybe it gave you that same items back at the beginning of each wave. I could see, yeah, that'd be really nice, but
yeah.
Otherwise,
but then you would just get a max power heal spell.
Yeah. It doesn't seem like enough to make it worth it.
Mm-mm. No, it does not. Okay, well.
Let's see how many levels there are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Apparently there's 13 levels here.
Man,
13 different backgrounds they programmed in.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's almost like one whole real level.
Yeah, they could just put them next to each other, and you could walk through them all. Take like 5 minutes.
Be pretty exciting.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I think one thing that's clearly dragging this game down is that it's a one-room survival brawler, which I don't think is a genre that either of us is all that interested in.
Well, there are games where it does work very well. Like, again, I brought up Towerfall and some classic arcade games like Joust and Mario Bros. Where, it does work.
I had to look up Towerfall real quick.
Towerfall is nice because it's not so much a beat 'em up like this one is, but it's you're fighting exclusively with like arrows, so it's more technique.
Oh, I have played this game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So right. So that is it's a competitive game where everyone's an archer and you have one shot to murder your friends. And yeah, so I think a PvP arena brawlers is a little more enticing than what they did here, and Joust was kind of that style. But we often complain about just being locked in a room with waves of enemies until you are allowed to proceed, and this game took that one mechanic that neither of us is a big fan of and made a game out of it.
I know, which is hilarious. Like every time that happens in a game, we always make a snide comment
Oh,
about,
yeah.
oh, this is our favorite thing in a game to get
Uh-huh.
locked in a room killing enemies, and this is a game where we just do that.
Yeah, that's it. That's the game.
Which is a shame because, like, as far as gameplay went, I didn't think it was necessarily bad. It had pretty decent controls. They felt pretty tight to me. Like the item swapping was a little bit awkward at times, but it
Mhm.
wasn't something I couldn't figure out. It just wasn't always convenient the way it should have been.
Right. Yeah, if they took this engine and made a side-scrolling beat 'em up Castlevania kind of game, it'd be pretty good.
Honestly, like they wouldn't even really have to change that much. I mean, honestly, if like it just scrolled,
Mhm.
and you were still fighting all these waves of enemies anyway, with barely any change, at least you would have a feeling of sense of progression as you're going towards the end of the level.
Yeah, and I think that's part of it for me too. Is sense of progression is very important to me in the game. So even though it's kind of illusory, being locked in a room and having the same gameplay versus walking across a map, I feel like I'm having more fun walking across a map.
Yeah, exactly. You feel like you're more in control and not just surviving something
Yeah,
for the sake of surviving something.
right. And then they can put ladders and stage hazards. You can do a lot more with more than one room. And I think that's a lesson Cranky Kong never learns.
Hey, he had an entire Game Boy game that was a sequel to that. That was still a one-screen game, and it was quite good.
It was a really good game. Donkey Kong 94, overlooked classic. Yeah. So on to more objective things. The slowdown really bothered me. It's not a graphically intensive game. It's clearly not a processor intensive game.
Well, was that just while you were playing with me, or was that just in general?
That was just when I was playing with you.
Okay. I noticed on my side of things, I didn't really have any kind of slowdown at all. I noticed your character was moving slow sometimes, so I think it was mostly the matter of me being the host and then you being like secondary person, so you weren't getting as much speed as I was. You weren't playing off my machine like I was.
Right.
Which that doesn't make it a good thing at all. That still means it's
I feel
not designed very well for multiplayer.
I feel like plenty of games have solved that problem.
Right.
So and the interface was confusing. We figured it out. The owl mechanic, it was a good mechanic. I'm glad it was there, but it didn't work very well. And the way the items, going back to I likened it to Symphony of the Night or just modern Castlevania style items, where you pick up an item, you drop the one you're holding, so you have the option of getting it back. But they just dropped so close to you that it felt like you were just juggling them.
I feel like what would work better is if each item had like maybe 4 or 5 uses, and then they just drop items less frequently.
That would be fine, yeah.
And then you'd be able to use that weapon a few times. Then you would be able to use it more strategically, as opposed to what we're doing. We're playing it was just to, like, immediately fire it off, because who knows when another weapon's going to drop in like 5 seconds. So you might as well not even bother carrying it unless it's a potion.
Right, or just let you hold everything you carry and just scroll through them and select an item as you need it.
Yeah, that would also have been perfectly fine too.
Yeah. Let me pick up a bomb, let me pick up the arrows, and maybe use my bumpers to select which one.
Yeah. I also think the whole timeout thing was a little bit too punishing. Like the game was already not very easy to survive all these waves.
Yeah.
But adding those extra thing where you actually had to survive, this guy who can instantly one hit kill you.
Yeah, I'm not sure it needed the timer at all.
If you're even going to have that, I feel like you could have him there and be able to damage you, and you couldn't hurt him, but he didn't need to be able to kill you in one hit.
Yeah. Yeah, one hit was extreme, because you still have to, now you're under duress, and you have to clear the stage anyway. So yeah, just let him hack at you. Still give you a chance.
But other than that, for good things I'll point out about this game, it did look very nice. I liked its graphical style. It's a very attractive looking game. The music was pretty good. I thought it had sort of interesting idea with the whole item mixing. That's nothing new in games. Lots of games have that, but a little nice, little cool feature there.
Yep.
Even if ultimately not very helpful and kind of makes the collecting of coins completely pointless. But
Right.
It was a nugget of a good idea that they had there.
Yeah, it could have been better implemented, but I like the idea as well. Lets you get access to some stronger items, but I'd be curious to know a little bit more about the details of how that system works, whether it's really just a one-use early game bonus. In that case, it's useless, but
yeah, that's sort of my thought as well.
Okay, well, I think I'm out of criticisms. You got anything else?
That's about all I got to say. I guess we can see, like we do normally, how long it takes to beat it. I'll look that up real quick.
Yeah.
So according to this, it takes 7 hours to beat this game, which is way, way more time than I wanted to play on a game like this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And of course, a game like this is gonna be really skill dependent. Looks like it's going for $9.99 on Steam.
It might be worth it if you can pick it up for free, or maybe like $2, but I wouldn't pay full price for it. I wouldn't even pay half price for it.
No, me neither. So, final rating then. If you mix my fist and my opinion of this game, you get a thumbs down.
My opinion of this game is that I'm going to give it a thumbs down, immediately drop it, have to go find it again, drop it again, try to use it, and it's going to be tossed away because I wasn't pressing the direction at the same time, and then, just sort of give up in the end because it's just not worth it.
And then inevitably death comes for us all.
The end.
Okay, so that was Gamehater reviewing Curses and Chaos. We hate this game, and we're going to bed. Good night.
Good night.